Hey, welcome. I just want to let you know before we get started that I actually tried something different today. I tried scripting out this whole video beforehand, so I've never really done that before for one of these kind of normal videos, so we'll see how it goes, I guess. Hope you enjoy. Yeah, I don't really want to waste your time, so I'm just going to kind of get into it. Today's video is going to be about the difference between indie films and regular films as I understand it on June 6th, 2018. Now, one obvious difference, at least in my opinion, is budget. Large films made by studios like Sony, Paramount, or Warner Brothers, etc., so on and so forth, are going to have lots of resources. For example, the Avengers movies. Those are very large-scale movies and require or get immense funding from the people making the movie. And smaller indie, short for independent, movies usually have a much smaller budget. Small-scale or indie movies usually have a much smaller budget, and now the words large scale and small scale automatically imply this idea, but essentially the difference is that small scale movies just don't have the big studios to fall back on for financing, so they're left to find money on their own. Because these large scale films cost so much money and get so much financial support from studios like Warner Brothers, these studios have more skin in the game, more say as to the direction the movie takes. So these studios will want to make sure that they make a return on their financial investment. So they'll usually only support films that will bring in box office revenue at a large scale, and that's the big difference. It's a disparity between the focus between large films backed by large studios and small films backed by also smaller studios. I recently heard Paul Schrader say that thousands of independent films get made every year, but only 10 to 12 of them actually get picked up by the public. So lots of these movies are being made and they're not even getting recognition, and that's why the large studios don't bother investing in these movies, because they're just a riskier bet than the Fast and the Furious or Star Wars. So what does this all mean? Well, for someone like me, it means I'll probably be making independent films hoping they get picked up as one of the 10 to 12. And that's because my focus as a filmmaker. I want to make movies that tell a story important to me. And I care more about the art than the paycheck, and I mean, don't get me wrong. There's nothing wrong with large-scale movies, and I honestly do hope that I make a movie that goes big enough that I become rich, you know? But I'm not gonna make movies for the money. If I make money because I made movies, that's totally welcome. So, are indie movies better than blockbusters? No, I don't think so. I mean, not necessarily. I mean, I'm sure if Schrader's right and thousands of independent movies are made every single year, then a lot of them aren't even very good. But for you to see a totally objective example, 20th Century Fox scored only 7 Oscar nominations last year, which is a lot, don't get me wrong. But it's very far from the 20 that Fox Searchlight got that same year. So if you don't know what the difference is between Fox Searchlight and 20th Century Fox, basically Fox Searchlight is like an independent film subdivision of 20th Century Fox. So Fox Searchlight would make a movie like The Shape of Water, while 20th Century Fox would make a movie like Deadpool. Just the difference between independent and kind of blockbuster movies. A lot of big studios have these subdivisions. So anyways, that's about it. I didn't really want to give any of my personal opinions in this video, so I'm just gonna end it here. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed, please subscribe down below. It would really mean a lot to me. Yeah, so that's it. I'll see you tomorrow. Peace.